Hi keto friends, my name is Amanda Jean and I'm coming to you live from Wisconsin. You can follow me with the hashtag Keto Cheesehead. I wonder how I got that name. I live in Wisconsin. If you don't know, we are the dairy state. Okay, so today we are celebrating National Pig in a Blanket Day. Like, how is there even a day for that? But we're going to celebrate it today. So, I remember this being a big thing when I was a kid. I felt like we always had, we had the pig in a blanket, but we wrapped it with, like a crescent roll. Well, we are in a keto kitchen, so we won't be doing none of that, but we're going to make a keto style pig in a blanket. So, if you're new to my broadcast, I'll tell you a little bit about me. I am a busy mom, like many of you are. I have two girls. I have a 7-year-old and an almost 2-year-old, and she keeps me pretty busy. We also have a dog and a cat. And I am also a big keto advocate. I have been doing low carb. I started low carb about 8 years ago, and then I got into keto about a year ago. And then I came across a supplement, a ketone supplement. If you can see my shirt, it says powered by ketones. So I actively use that as well. And I have lost about 40 pounds and a ton of inches. So I'm going to go ahead and jump right into this because I am on a tight schedule today. I have about an hour before Maya has her karate lessons. I don't know if I can make that work. We're going to figure it out here. But as you know, I go ahead and I'll turn my camera down so that you can see what I'm doing. Okay, and I am following a recipe as I usually do. Sometimes I do make changes to it. Will it help if I have a light on there? All right. So, what this recipe is, I mean, we have our hot dogs. We have the better with cheddar, because you know it's all better with cheese. And this has 2 carbohydrates. So if you're looking, you know, you're at your maximum carbohydrate intake for the day, this probably isn't what you're going to want to use. But my kids really love these, so I'm going to make a little bit of a sacrifice and we're going to make that. So I have my oven preheated to 425 degrees already. And what I'm going to start here is I'm using a fathead dough recipe, and you would usually use this to make pizza, but we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna wrap our hot dogs with it. So what I have here is 1.5 cups of mozzarella cheese, and I do have the pre-shredded kind. If you're new to my channel, I am lazy keto. That means that I don't care too much about if the cheese is shredded. I also just worry about like the net carbs that I take in every day. So we have 1.5 cups of mozzarella cheese, and then here we have 3/4 cup of almond flour. You can also use almond meal or meal flour, whichever you have. Okay, so you're gonna go ahead and mix that together, just to kind of coat that all together there. And then what I have here is 2 tablespoons of cream cheese, and we're gonna throw that in, and then we're gonna actually put this in the microwave on high for 1 minute. So 1 minute, I'll go ahead and stick this in my microwave over here. Okay, so the keto diet is pretty fabulous. I mean, like I said, I've been doing it for about a year. The first thing you will want to do when you start a keto diet is figure out your macronutrients. We call it we call it macros for short. And it looks like I'm having a very bad connection. Bad. I hope everyone can see me and hear me. our almond flour and we have our cream cheese. And you're gonna go ahead and mix it together. Okay, and then you're gonna stick it back in there for another 30 seconds. Okay, as I was saying, your macronutrients is your protein, it is your fat, your carbohydrates, and your calories. So you will figure all of those out. You can do that by going on the Google and typing in macro calculator, and then you enter in all of your information, and then it will tell you exactly what your macros should be. Again, your macros is your fat, your protein, your carbohydrate. All right, my seconds is up here. Okay. And we did another 30. And go ahead this stuff. Okay, so if you don't, you never work with the fat head dough. Really bad connection. I live in a very big home, not very big, I don't live in a mansion or anything, but it is a pretty big house, and my Wi-Fi doesn't reach from my living room to my kitchen. So I am looking at buying a Wi-Fi booster or extender. I'm just not exactly sure where to go about it. All right, so we have everything here. I'm pretty good. I'm gonna go ahead and add an egg. We'll add 1 egg. Because if you're wondering why I did that. Add a pinch of salt. In here I have pink Himalayan salt. And then we're gonna do about 1/2 teaspoon of garlic powder. Okay, so we have garlic powder in there. Okay, so then we're gonna mix everything up. We got our egg in here, our salt, and our flavoring, our seasoning. And this is like a big mess to mix up, I tell you. My least favorite part. And I find that using a spoon works a little better because you can kind of like mash it and like, I don't know, it kind of breaks up the dough a little bit. But however you want to do it will be completely fine with me. So if my video cut out and you missed it, your macros, here, I hope we can all see that. Okay, your macros are your fat, your protein, your carbohydrates, usually your net carbs, and then your calories. And all you're gonna do is go on to the web, like I said, the Google, and you'll type in macro calculator, and then you're gonna enter in like your height, your weight, your age, all of that stuff, and it will tell you exactly what your macros should be. And of course, if you need help, go ahead and get a hold of me. I am on Facebook. You can find me under the name Amanda Jean, and I will be happy to help you with that. All right, so as you can see, it does take a little bit of work to get that dough to cooperate, and it is very sticky. So a little trick that I learned is to get your hands wet when you're working with fat dough. Fat head dough, my bad. All right, so what we're gonna do now, let's see. We're gonna do, okay, I'm gonna wash my hands. For 1 minute. What I'm doing here is filling up a bowl. I'm hoping that this will be easier to work with the dough than having to keep running over to the kitchen sink. That way I'm not leaving you guys for too long. Okay, and if I can open that, that would be great. So then all we're gonna do now, and I think I'm gonna like grab a plate to work on here. I think that might help. Okay. So like I said, I have a kind of a big house, but my kitchen is very small. I'm gonna go ahead and get my hands wet so I can work with this dough a little easier. So we're gonna go ahead and flatten it out. Okay. FYI, I have never made this recipe before, so this will be interesting. Kind of just do that, maybe put it around like that. Actually, there has to be a better way. But anyways, we're gonna go ahead and do this. Okay, so it doesn't look the prettiest. Go ahead and add some more here. Yeah, the recipe, it just says, using your hands, flatten and roll each piece of dough around a hot dog. So I'm not exactly sure. But hey, you know what? It's a pig in a blanket. And it's going to be eaten by kids that don't really care what it looks like. And then you're going to go ahead and you're going to put it on a piece of parchment paper on a cookie sheet. All right, so I'll get my hands wet again. Actually, I should grab one of these out. All right. I wonder if we did something a little different. Why don't we try rolling it into like a worm? I don't know if this will work, but why don't we try it? So we'll start it like that, and then we'll kind of wrap it around. What do you think, you guys? This might work, might not. I don't really know. Not quite long enough, but we'll just spread it out. Maybe that works. I feel like it was a little easier to do it that way, and then you just kind of spread it around. That is how I'm gonna do it. All right, so we'll try that again. I don't know how big that is, probably about, I don't know, but the dough is really sticky. It helps to kind of pull on it a little bit. All right. So usually I do Facebook Live. This is my very, very first YouTube video. And I'm not exactly sure how to interact with you guys on here. I think one person is watching, but I'm so new to the YouTube channel stuff that I'm not exactly sure how to operate it or anything like that. So I apologize. And if you have any tips for me or any type of positive feedback on anything besides my Wi-Fi, because I already know that it's really bad, go ahead and get a hold of me and let me know, because I am always open for positive feedback. Always. Anything to make anything better. All right. I hope I'm not like putting too much of it on. Yeah, usually with Facebook, I'm able to interact with people and like say, how are you guys doing? And people can write back to me. So this is a little different. And maybe you can on YouTube. I just don't know how yet. So this is interesting. So please, if you get any type of value, well, actually do me a favor. If you are watching live, go ahead and drop me the number 1 below just so I know. And if you are watching any type of replay on this, welcome. These are my children. It's about to get crazy up in here.
Mom,
what, honey?
Can Mary and go to that side?
No, you cannot, because I'm inside. I will be done soon, and then
no,
we can...
we're just going to sit on the chairs and watch Lola.
Nope, honey, I'm sorry.
Why?
Because Raylan cannot be outside without Mom.
What are those?
These are called pig in a blanket.
Those look good.
They are really good.
I think I had one before.
You probably have, but you haven't had anything like this before. Because I'm making it.
Yummy. I want to eat one right now. It looks so good.
Well, you want to have it cooked first.
Yeah.
Okay, so as I was saying, if you are watching me live somehow, go ahead and write the number 1 just so I am able to know if people are even able to see this live. And if you're watching a replay on this, which probably most of you are, but go ahead and write the word replay anyways in the comments. And then if you get any type of value at all during this, which I hope that you do, I mean, keto seems to be a pretty big thing. I would go ahead and share this out with everyone that you know, especially if you're part of a keto group or any type of keto community, because we all have kids. And keto is healthy, and we all want our kids to be healthy. Is that right? So if you're looking for new keto ideas, go ahead and share this out, because I am sure that there are people out there that are looking for new ideas. I'm going to go wash my hands. So 1 second. And I think the share button is on here, but we'll have to find that out. Okay, you guys, as you see here, I have, let me move this a little. My parchment paper is a little off on this thing. I'm just moving the hot dogs over a little bit so I can evenly have it. All right, you guys. Here we have some keto or low carb pigs in a blanket, and we are celebrating National Pig in a Blanket Day. So go ahead and share this video out, and I would forever be grateful if you can go ahead and share out my Keto Kitchen YouTube channel. All right, you guys, I hope you have a wonderful Tuesday evening. We are going to eat, and then we are going to run over to karate lessons. All right, I hope to talk to you guys soon. Stay tuned. I think I just got some dough in my hair. Stay tuned for some more Keto Kitchen coming from #KetoCheesehead. I hope you like my little hashtag. All right, have a great evening. Thank you for watching.